along the quiet shores of Long Island, a chilling secret lay buried for years. Women vanished, one after another. Some bodies were discovered on remote beaches, wrapped in plastic, concealed in the sand, their stories ending in silence. And the person behind it? Hidden in plain sight among families, neighbors, and friends. Until recently. The Long Island serial killer, or LISK, claimed at least 10 confirmed lives, but the story stretches far beyond numbers. It is a story of innocence lost, families shattered, and a community terrorized for over a decade. Long Island, New York, a serene suburban stretch of beaches, neighborhoods, and quiet roads. Families enjoyed weekend strolls, children played by the shore, and tourists admired the calm Atlantic waters. Yet beneath this peaceful exterior, darkness silently gathered. In 2006, the first whispers of missing women began surfacing. Young women, often working in escort services, disappeared without warning. Their families filed missing person reports, but authorities initially treated these as isolated incidents. It wasn't until May 2010, when Shannon Gilbert vanished under suspicious circumstances, that the threads began to converge. Her frantic last 911 call and the subsequent search of the marshes near Gilgo Beach revealed what would become one of the most chilling serial killer cases in modern American history. The victims were not mere statistics. They were real women, each with a story, a family, a future that was stolen. Shannon Gilbert, 24, moved to New York seeking independence. Friends described her as bright, ambitious, and independent. Her frantic 911 call, filled with panic and confusion, still haunts investigators. Maureen Brainerd Barnes, 25, compassionate and lively, worked as an escort to support her family. Friends remembered her laughter, her warmth, and her dreams of stability. Melissa Barthélemy, 24, resilient and determined, struggled to create a better life. Amber Lynn Costello, 27, known for her optimism, had a generous spirit and dreams of happiness. Megan Waterman, 25, a mother, worked tirelessly to balance family and work, leaving her loved ones devastated when she vanished. Each victim had vulnerabilities that were exploited. Many had online presences, often using classified ad platforms, unknowingly making them targets. Personal details and daily routines add depth to the narrative. Shannon's late-night drives, Maureen's phone calls with friends, Amber's journal entries, and Megan's messages to her child. Each clue gives viewers a human connection to the victims. Initially, law enforcement treated the disappearances as unrelated incidents. Investigators faced multiple challenges. Missing persons reports were inconsistently filed, jurisdictional fragmentation between Suffolk County, Nassau County, and federal agencies limited resources and growing public pressure. Shannon Gilbert's disappearance in May 2010 marked a turning point. Search operations in the marshes uncovered skeletal remains scattered across Gilgo Beach and adjacent areas. Investigators noted disturbing consistencies. Bodies wrapped in plastic bags, some partially buried in sand or dunes, disposal sites chosen for remoteness and concealment. It became evident this was the work of a calculated and methodical killer, familiar with the area and confident in evading detection. By 2011, national attention had grown. The media dubbed the perpetrator the Craigslist Ripper, referencing the victim's online work. Coverage was intense. Local newspapers ran sensational headlines detailing the gruesome discoveries. while national media amplified the story. Public fascination mixed with fear. Residents reported suspicious activity near beaches, and tourists hesitated to visit Long Island's shores. Media pressure forced law enforcement to accelerate investigations, revealing gaps in communication, coordination, and public information sharing. Families endured unimaginable anguish, waiting for loved ones, hoping for any sign of life, only to face skeletal remains and delayed answers. Shannon Gilbert's family became vocal advocates, demanding transparency. Maureen Brainerd Barnes's parents held vigils. Amber Costello's friends created online campaigns. Multiple individuals were scrutinized. John Bitrolf, convicted of murdering 2 women in the 1990s, was a possible LISC suspect. Other men connected through online escort services, numerous dead-end leads, and circumstantial evidence. Suspense is heightened by describing investigators' frustrations. Red herrings, false confessions, misleading witness statements. Investigation highlighted systemic difficulties. Miscommunication between Suffolk and Nassau counties. Environmental factors affecting forensic evidence. Sand, tides, marshlands. For over a decade, the killer's phantom presence dominated Long Island, leaving families, law enforcement, and communities in suspense. In 2022, authorities identified Rex Heuermann, an architect living on Long Island, as a prime suspect. Evidence included frequent presence near disposal sites, financial and phone records linking him to multiple victims, forensic evidence connecting him to several crime scenes. On July 14, 2023, Heuermann was arrested. Neighbors expressed shock. He blended seamlessly into suburban life while concealing horrific crimes. This segment details police surveillance and collection of evidence, interviews with neighbors and co-workers, the arrest day, courtroom reaction, and media coverage. Revelation stunned families and neighbors. How could someone so ordinary commit such heinous acts? Families felt relief mixed with disbelief. Questions remained about additional victims and motives, community trust deeply shaken. Even after arrest, uncertainties remain. Total number of victims unknown. Exact timeline and methods, killer's psychological profile. The case left lasting scars. Families' ongoing grief. Local communities' fear and distrust. Public awareness of online safety law enforcement coordination lessons. LISK demonstrates that evil can exist hidden in plain sight. Normal suburban life may conceal unimaginable horrors. Victim stories highlight human vulnerability and the cost of secrecy. Arrest brought partial justice, but some truths remain elusive. The Long Island serial killer is a chilling reminder. Darkness can reside where we least expect it. Justice may be underway, but echoes of these tragedies endure. Families, communities, and investigators continue grappling with the horror along Long Island's quiet beaches. If this story left you shocked or intrigued, subscribe to Real Crime Vault. Every week, we bring you one new true crime story, revealing the darkest corners of human nature. Like, share, and comment, because inside the vault, the truth never sleeps.